Today we're going to talk about the Whoop.
That's the sound of the police!
Now I know what you're thinking, why am I going to listen to the guy in extremely tight lycra with the neck scarf on?
Yeah.
Because firstly, some of you guys have asked for my opinion, and secondly, if you're on social media, every influencer and their dog has one of these Whoop bands. Now, luckily for you, this chopper's not an influencer, paid for it out of his own money. Now, would I buy it again? Probably not. Now, for those that don't know, I'm an amateur cyclist with a full-time job. I train on average about 10 to 20 hours a week, and I don't only cycle, I also dabble in a bit of running and also lift some weights in the gym.
Yeah, buddy!
I guess some would call it hybrid. No, it's just fitness. I'm a cyclist. Some background on the Whoop. I've had it now for 2 months. The first month, after about a week, I lost it in a bike race. It ripped on a stake off of my wrist, which is super annoying. So I had to spend £58 on a new one. Then the new one comes and it won't charge. The customer service were really good actually, helped me loads, and eventually sent me out the third one. I'm now on my third Whoop in 2 months. Now, to be honest, I think that is just bad luck. And I know it's not a fitness tracker, but I am going to compare it to the Garmin watch because I wear both of them like a chopper because I need to see the clock, don't I? I like getting my messages. If I go for a run, I need to know how long I've been out. You don't get that on a Whoop, but I completely understand it's more of a performance recovery health checker. Now, where it is a million times better than the Garmin watch is the heart rate monitoring. Now, no, it is not as accurate as a chest strap, but it is 1,000 times better than what I get off the Garmin wrist strap. Secondly, where it excels, the sleep tracking. Now, it is not spot on. There's some times where I know I've been awake and it hasn't quite picked that up, but it is yet again 1,000 times better than the Garmin. The charging system is actually mega. You don't actually have to take the strap off. I don't know if the latest Garmins have changed. Mine's a bit old now, but you've obviously got to take it off to charge it, which I know is not the end of the world, but it's quite cool just sliding the little battery pack on, leaving it on overnight. Also, the way it automatically detects whether you've done a run or a bike ride or some kind of training is a really cool feature. You haven't got to switch it on, but like I said, you can't use it solely as a fitness tracker like the Garmin because you can't see what pace you're running at, you can't see how long you've been running, but that is a really cool feature. Now, finally, I think it looks pretty cool. You look like an athlete. The influencers have influenced me. I mean, talk of being influenced, getting my morning sunlight, not drinking coffee for an hour. Huberman would be proud. Next thing, I'll be jumping in an ice bath. All sounds great, right? But here's why I probably wouldn't purchase it again. Now, if I get anything wrong in this video, you know this is a chopper's review to the Whoop band, but it works out your recovery score out of 100 based on your strain for the day and also your recovery / sleep, stuff like that is what I gather. Now, yes, all of that is great. The problem, however, is I don't know how accurate that is. There's been days where I've woken up, feel like an absolute shell of a man, and it says I'm in the green, recovered, ready to train. Yet, take Wednesday for example, I went for a run and I pushed a little bit harder than normal. Legs had serious DOMs, felt like an absolute shell of a human on the Thursday. Yet it was telling me my body was prepared to train due to higher HRV, etc, etc. And then the day after that, after I'd had some rest and felt better, I then dropped into the yellow. And it gets in your head and you're thinking, maybe I don't know my body. Maybe this wrist strap is telling me I should rest, should recover, when I should push. But in all honesty, I think all of us that are relatively high performing athletes know our body. When you feel like a shell, you're probably not in the green ready to perform. And when the watch is telling you you're in the yellow and should recover, and you know you feel good. You just know your own body better than anything else. So you've really got to take it with a pinch of salt. Secondly, your predicted strain for the day. It will give you a strain number or a range that you should work between for that day. Now, like I said, if you feel terrible and it's giving you a higher strain, it's stupid to go and bury yourself that day. And vice versa, if it's giving you a low strain and you feel fresh and good to go, why wouldn't you push on? Just waiting for the boss man to ride to the bakery. Shows how much of an athlete I am. Thirdly, the battery life on it is shocking. The Garmin watch lasts so much longer. The Whoop strap, I reckon I'm charging it like probably every 5 days, which, although the battery pack's quite handy, it does mean I've got to keep going and charging the little battery pack thing, which I know that's only a small thing, but it is annoying. Now the fourth thing, maybe this is just me being picky, but connecting the Whoop to the app takes an age. This is the 21st century. I want speed. I've got a full-time job. I've got a life. I don't want to wait half an hour to get the data. Now, I don't know if you're meant to leave the app, the Whoop app, running in the background in like your task manager, but your boy can't do that. He's got OCD. Once I'm done, I've got to clear all the apps. But then when you go to reconnect at the end of the day or in the morning, it takes so long. The Garmin connects almost instantly. How can you just not speed it up? Is that me being picky? I want speed. Am I being too quick to judge the Whoop after 2 months? Maybe I'm not utilising all of the features properly yet. Maybe I need to give it some time, utilise the features a little bit, try some different things, and maybe take the recovery score with a pinch of salt. But at the moment, I just feel like it's a slightly overpriced sleep tracker for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know your experiences if you've tried Whoop or thinking about trying it. Hit me up in the comments down below. I hope you've enjoyed this little review of the Whoop band and what I've thought so far after a couple of months of using it, and I'll catch you in the next video.